Sick has not taken a bullet of damage and already racked up 2 kills on that Sage. We are highlighting him earlier, already living up to the hype. As we take a look at dapr, he's going to be easing out into the A site. And with just 3 defenders left, you know the Sentinels can go wherever they want. Dapr's going to make it just 2 defenders left. The spike's going to go down over at B. dapr just drawing all the attention. And it's only a matter of time. It's going to be a 2v4 retake opportunity for Mitch. And we'll see what he can do with his Sova. It's going to be tough for Shinobi, the end-game leader, to make a call significant enough to get past all 4.
All right. I'm jealous, but this retake is taking some time. They have no information. They were isolated over towards A, so retaking towards the site, they have to clear so much. I see this being very tricky, especially with the post-plant positioning coming out. They are dedicated towards the site, but they've got that swing of Omen over towards the halls, and they're going to have to isolate him first, but time, it's ticking, and 6 having none of it. This is a lovely beginning here. Clean as well, 3 standing after the plant. Nicely handled by the Sentinels. They'll be clear to do it. And also, they're trying to catch rotations. You can see the attacking side falling back to the attacking spawn, see if anyone's behind them. There isn't. So they're now going to fall back towards A. There is only 35 seconds here, Puckett. This is quite a risky hit. They might go for the dry peek once that smoke dissipates, or walk the smoke. It looks like that's going to be the case. This could catch off Cloud9, but no. TenZ is way too aware for that.
And that's the most important kill. You took out Sick, who had the resurrect. Sinatra's here to trade. Zombs is going to answer back on Vice, but it's Relyks holding strong through short A, and it's a big defensive stand on the gun round from Cloud9.
Lingering a little bit more towards B in middle, but TenZ is actively trying to get the information on this, and so far so good until then. Shinobi going down opens up the site, and uh-oh, it's unraveling. TenZ has to try and hold on to this.
TenZ was able to get ShahZaM Sick there with the instant res. And now TenZ is deciding, do I go ahead and updraft? Do I tell my teammates I can? Well, the peek is coming from above, and TenZ somehow turns and punishes Sinatraa. The first 1v1 we see, Sinatraa had the first bullets in him, but TenZ gets the flick.
A retake time? What do we have here? We've got the Jet, we've got Omen's got a lot of utility too. They could try and base it off the back of maybe something coming in. Oh, the dry peek from TenZ. A little too early, going ahead of the smokes and the utility, but Sick's gonna punish him so quickly, and now they're all pouring in from the same angle, Puckett. This might be over. I don't know if they can do this one back now.
Yeah, this is tough. We have seen teams back away with the weapons at that point. Playing the tight corner, he is gonna hear some of the jumps and make the call.
There it is. Mitch does well. That's exactly what you need. He doesn't need to overpeak now. He needs to hold the angle, maybe a deeper one, allow the play to come through from his teammates like TenZ. He's waiting for the moment. Sova's baiting for him, tries to get the attention, but by now, look at where the T-side, attacking side of Sentinels is going. They've isolated off the Omen. Relyks would have to walk through his own smoke here, which he's going to do. Catching off Sick, but the trade comes back in from zombs, so the spike can be planted at B. We saw a very similar piece coming out on the attacking side from the Sentinels before, but it's retake time, and it's very viable now.
Mitch just earned his res, and he is going to instantly use it, so they've got the numbers. What will they be able to do, all pushing through the middle together? It's just a Cypher and the Omen back on site, and no smokes up right now. Zom's going to try and be the one to help out his teammate here. The Cypher playing the tight corner, but it's going to be Zombs now isolated on this site as dapr peeks. He's got the right timing, and that's all 3 lining up for him.
They've got to know what's up. These deep smokes, this pressure, they've got to know someone's pushed up middle. They've worked it out. ShahZaM feels the pressure now. Gonna get at least a little bit of a clear towards the corner, swings on it, but does he expect potentially 3 players? It doesn't matter. He isolates Shinobi. Oh dear, Cloud9, this was such a nice idea, but they worked it out so quickly.
And A is wide open. You can see already taken. Vice is holding up top, but there's 2 players already on the site. Now ShahZaM is gonna plant this safely by the generator, I assume. And we'll see if any ultimates will come through on a retake attempt. Relyks in the back, waiting for the flank, and there is Zom. So at least 1 player down. Still have to get through the other 4. Sick playing the site. Rest backing into main. And Sinatraa still holding from hell.
Oh, Sick on the angle there. Gonna punish TenZ. A nice attempt, but Sick's now in trouble. Can't see too much. ShahZaM's got his back, trying to trade effectively. Cage goes down, and Relyks says hello. That's huge, but still, you've got dapr alive, and after that last clutch, I ain't gonna doubt him. Sentinels continue again. We'll find out. I'm looking at what that Omen's gonna do, because they're gonna be lurking in middle here. It looks like the smoke comes in to block off short on A. It isolates the 2 players on the site, and I think they're gonna go off the back of this, but look at Jet. Tucked away in that cubby, could do some work.
And zombs maybe popping the ultimate here as the Omen trying to just distract, but it's going to be his teammates getting run down in the middle. Sinatra's able to trade out one and pops the ultimate. He saw multiple players on the site. Can he finish these kills? Both the Omen and Cypher weak, and Relyks will go down. Now the counter ult from Shinobi. Got him pinned in wide, but unable to connect. So Sinatra surviving, and that is going to be enough to break onto A. Mitch, operator, in hand, finds zombs as they try and retreat. So I thought just as Sinatra was going to push through, Mitch gets an angle, and now this is a way more interesting 1v1 with plenty of time left on the clock for the attacker Sinatra.
Does he spot him? Might have seen him towards CT. I think he has. And Sinatra going through all that utility bucket. This is going to be tough for the play back in from Cloud9.
All right, Mitch has got the operator, though. One bullet to the body is going to give you the kill, and he actually swapped it out to a Phantom on the rotation. So Sinatra caught peek in the wrong direction, didn't want to play the expected deep position on the site in case that sniper came into play. Mitch with a nice clutch. Mid has been taken by the Sentinels. Cloud9 aware of it. Will they be able to trade? One of the issues with this comp is you really just have the paranoia to flash. And a good tripwire is going to slow the push. Relyks getting aggressive, goes up over the wall from Stick. They're not going to see this coming, but ShahZaM is there to punish. Spike has been located, and here comes the rotation.
Yeah, it's down to Vice to try and buy some time. He just about takes down Sinatra. Nice pop on the ult. Maybe gets that last bit of info. How much time does he have? Not enough. dapr there on the swing. TenZ and Shinobi, though, know what's coming on. And now we're down to ShahZaM to try and do the damage. A 1v2 ain't going to be easy trying to bait it away. Tries to do what he can. Shinobi.
All right, these are two big rounds for me because if you watch the group stages, I was watching TenZ's stream and they were having so much success on the attack. It was their defense that is the expected weakness. Here comes an aggressive paranoia, and TenZ is going to work on top of it. 3K to kick that round off. A big start here for C9. Now they're starting to build that confidence. And also credit to Relyks there. Everyone was paranoid at A. Everybody. Here comes dapr. Okay. Taking 2-3 guns off. This round is not done yet. Yeah, Vice can just bait this one out. He's seen the spike. He's holding the angle. And now you're peeking with a Spectre. That is confidence right there.
So they've left the B site completely. They've stacked up in middle, and surely ShahZaM has just seen all of that. So this should spur on the hit. It does. Here comes dapr leading the way, trying to clear out the site. Sinatra does find Vice, but by now the revive comes back in as the trade was there for Mitch, and Mitch is just on patrol here, not allowing people to cross cleanly towards the site.
It's the final round of the half. Could be playing this one slow to go for the resurrect, but TenZ isn't slowing down by any means. Out comes the jet ult, and the daggers come flying. Mitch looking for more. It's TenZ who's gonna get his second, and there we go. 3 kills for each players and the defuse. Cloud9, after looking so sloppy, what was it, 7-1 at the start? They come back and make this a 7-5 score. On their attacking side, not as good against TSM comparatively, but we'll see what they're able to do now on the defense. Cloud9, remember, 7-5 in the group stages on their attack. Will they get that early momentum and win the pistol game? 6 says no, and how good has this man been in the pistol rounds? Last time he opened up with the first 2 picks, same thing here in round 13.
Defensive-sided aggression on the pistol off the back of that contact, leaving the last 2 players for the newly appointed attacking side in all kinds of trouble. Relyks, oh, the timing couldn't have been worse. Vice there, trying to do what he can, finds zombs. Relyks goes back in, finds ooh, Sinatra does go down as well. This is suddenly very, very possible. What a messy start here, but Vice
triggered.
And you got Sick playing around the corner with dapr. Sick's gonna make some noise picking up that sheriff, and he's gonna make it count.
If they do go for this hit, it's gonna have to be pretty swift. I'm wondering if TenZ goes in with utility or goes to the kind of contact play.
He's gonna go right into his smoke.
Yeah,
he was doing
exactly
this all
that.
yesterday. Spike's already going down, but dapr will find Vice. Spike planted. 4 attackers left. What can TenZ do from the top? There's his first. Sick is pushing through the smoke, and he's just dropped down. So they're going to force the pressure from the top. Instantly, the owl drone is going to be cut down. And Shinobi holds strong. On the flank, though, it's zombs. TenZ answers back. Good round so far for the attackers, and with just Sinatra left, Mitch is going to eliminate him with the Vandal.
And they're playing him like a fiddle here. no one's actively able to defend on the site by now. If they just walk this, they're going to get in for free. They don't know that, of course, but now they're going to find out as TenZ just walks in.
Mitch still holding mid while everyone else is pushing through, and there's the first stinger removed in the hands of zombs. Shinobi about to get a lot more information. They'll be able to shut the door, and they know all three are going to be pushing from this same direction. One player up top, though, is it's sinatraa on the rotation with the Odin, finds TenZ. ShahZaM now gets his third and fourth kill. What a play. The duo of ShahZaM and sinatraa getting the job done. For Sick in the mix as well.
And honestly, this round, the Sentinels have absconded playing middle, really. They're very tucked in on the sides. They want some aggression towards A. There's a player on the other side. They outdo him, though. And sinatraa outplays Mitch, and that's unfortunate. That's a little bit almost unfair the way he plays it, but he's
It's like
what
his
he does.
150th bullet that finally kills Mitch there. Mitch was dodging, he was healing early in the round, but you got to keep your eyes on TenZ. Anytime he has this jet alt up, he is able to do damage. There's the first, gets the instant reload, down goes the second, and finds the third. TenZ, 3 means that he will be able to get this plant off, and with just 2 defenders left, they're going to be in trouble.
No pressure, TenZ. Watching this cross. He gets one more. It's got to be done. They've got to be so aware of this angle. There it is. Execution towards dapr. And you can see zombs trying to bait it out. Good random choice towards shinobi, but he's got to move fast here, fuck it.
Has no idea where this player is, and shinobi's paranoia is going to wear off. And now we'll see a full rotation. Will they get there in time? Or is it going to be TenZ crew pushing through?
It's got to be. TenZ is aggressive. He knows he can outdo him on the site, and he's done just that. Trying to play this back in is going to be beyond difficult. ShahZaM with just the ghost, though, going to shut down TenZ. That's a gun recovered and then some. Now, Spike should be able to be planted. It is. It's down. It's retake time again for the Sentinels, but Cloud9, decent post plants it.
We've been talking about ultimates. The jet ult was so good last round, but ShahZaM has been on point with his breach ultimate. The Rolling Thunder could totally throw off everyone on site. Going to force a player out. Perfect cage timing, though, as you're going to see Vice buying time. And I think it's all going to be based off of how ShahZaM plays. Here it comes.
That's huge. That's really big. sinatraa in compliment as well. Find shinobi. Vice doing what he can, but it's down to 1. Mitch tucked in the corner, but time is ticking. He just has to buy time, but they're trying to stick the defuse here. dapr is on patrol, but he's got no HP. Mitch is good for 1. He comes up the defuse. Is there time?
You gotta have.
I don't know if there is. It's going to be so close. No. Beautifully played by Mitch.
It's been a fun tournament to watch, and definitely one of the most exciting finals we could ask for.
Why am I seeing ghosts in the kill feed? Excuse me? There we go. Thank you. Thanks for... Don't make me nervous. Don't make me nervous. sinatraa, stop it.
Smoke out from TenZ. Perfect placement there, as dapr won't be able to get any sights. A quick peek, though, from sinatraa finds TenZ, and all of a sudden, this is trouble again. They have Spike. They can go anywhere on the map they want. Instead, they're trying to force this one in to be sinatraa down to 2 HP. And he is so good at delaying. Does he know the Sage is directly above him, though? Mitch has his location and has him dead to rights.
Both of them know what's up. dapr just about evading detection, creeping back in. He's found shinobi. Oh my word. 8 bullets to play with unless he hits that reload. And the Sage cowering at the back, trying to play the time. Mitch has to be smart, on point, and he is.
Trying to lay down some early damage, but he misses wide.
Okay, patience being shown here.
Now you know. And this is where the Odin is so good.
What is that aim from sinatraa? Flicks everywhere, but the site, it's Cloud9's. And as much as, yes, we're seeing a couple of individuals here and there, this is good from Cloud9. That's a nice site take. Yes, the retake's still very deadly, but they have the players in the right positions. But they're going to have to bank on TenZ maybe being good for 1 or 2 here, because even with the low HP, they need to tilt these odds in their favor.
Got the man advantage, and you also have a Resurrect still on Sick if needed here for the Sentinels. And he's going to go for a quick heal on ShahZaM, so everyone brought back to full health. TenZ, just 24 HP. 1 bullet will take him down. Sentinels are stacking up. Everyone pushing from the same side, and dapr and ShahZaM are going to power their way through the first 2. Final player in the back, it's Relyks. It's a Bulldog. It's a Dream versus 4. He's stalled, but not long enough, as it will be Sentinels taking their 11th round here.
I think this is just your every day of the week 3-2 split for now. There goes Omen's utility, trying to set up plays through short, and now let's see what ShahZaM can do. Plenty of utility, but it's zombs to succeed against Mitch and Shinobi, but TenZ still stands, and that means there's always a threat around.
I know exactly.
Out comes the Cypher ult. Good recon dart coming in from sinatraa, though, is going to give some information to the defenders. Now, ShahZaM is trying to set this one up with some bursts through the wall, force players into his teammate. As sinatraa is pinching from the opposite side, ShahZaM is doing the damage himself. TenZ versus ShahZaM, and the duo again holding it down as Sick is going to get the defuse. That may be the game winner for the Sentinels.
Okay, good info. sinatraa now out of util. This is going to be a 3-2 split again towards B, though, and they've been getting these spikes down, Puckett, but it's holding those post plants, but this time there's 3 players here to defend. This might be trickier to take.
And do you remember last time with the Rolling Thunder? That is the attempt again on the retake, but this time ShahZaM cut down. sinatraa did find TenZ, and with the Sheriff, he could have had a second one here. Nice trade as his teammate was backing him up. That was sick, but both players now down on site. Spike is going to go down any moment. This is going to be up to dapr working with his Omen. And what can they get done? dapr taking down TenZ as the res comes in from Mitch. dapr's so clean so far. And that's a great parallel.
This is not looking too good if you're Cloud9. These post plants have to hold, and zombs find Shinobi. There's still one standing. And around the world we go. Look, who's buying time? It's the other Omen. They've readjusted. Zombs is none the wiser, but can they do... He's holding it. Just gets off the defuse. Relyks, well played to Relyks there.
Get out of my way.
One more to go. Mid-aggression being shown by the defensive side. They've got 2 players waiting on the other side of that smoke. They're going to burst through this one. There is an Omen on the other side. TenZ is right there as well. Oh, everyone's going for these crazy plays. TenZ pops the ult. They're all looking for those opening picks, but no one's giving it away just yet. Relyks finds ShahZaM, and suddenly it's looking pretty good for OT if they keep going this way.
dapr on your screen with a terrible weapon for this range, but he is going to make it work. That is Stinger taking down Relyks. Out comes the knives, though, as TenZ finds one. Can't finish off Sick, and Sick is going to make that one count.
It's a 2v3. It's not over yet. Sick needs to do more, and he's done just that. One towards Mitch.
Wow.
The second again. This is 3 now for him. He finds a third on Vice. And it all falls down to the final man standing, Shinobi. In the 1v2, he's full HP, decent armor. They've got the good read here, Puckett. They know where he is. He won't... Surely he doesn't get a free spike plant? Or do they play purely for this retake? They're getting close. They want to end this one now.
In-game leader for Cloud9 will be outgunned by zombs, and that will do it. Sentinels lock up map number 1, 13-11, way closer than we saw in the group stages. It's going to be Relyks on the Ghost, just 2 Ghosts, as it's a lot of classics and armor coming out of your attackers.
Okay. You see this mid-pressure. sinatraa already getting things started with a bang. Contact made towards short as well. dapr knows what's up, but commits to the second. TenZ trades it, and suddenly this A-hit looks a little bit more scary. They could definitely get the spike down. I want to see what that Omen does. Maybe trying to hold the back flank for now, but kind of irrelevant to how this round plays out. They kind of need to speed up here and support the rest of their team. As this retake, it's got bodies to it.
And does sinatraa have any more curveballs, or did he use them both to break his way out of garage? That's going to be the question for me on the retake. TenZ is going to punish Stick through the smoke, and ShahZaM will answer back on Relyks, who's holding down long A. So it's just 2 players on the site. TenZ about to have his hands full, trying to do work with the classic, and now he's got help. Mitch is going to go down, so it's only TenZ, and finally they will be outgunned. ShahZaM going to pick up that defuse, and he is going to be working his way towards an ultimate early in this one.
Well, sadly, any small advantage you can get, because obviously the opponents are on a substantially better buy, but TenZ, always a threat. So crossfire in middle might be undone if they're not careful.
Big wall going up. Is there a hole? Nope, it's going to be cleaned. As I say it, it's actually dapr who's going to rotate around and get a triple there. The Spectre is clean, but TenZ still alive. He took that early damage. He's surviving, spike in hand, and he's got his Cypher to work with. So the 2 are going to make their way over to the C site.
Well, zombs has to play this. He does have good armor, but, well, you've got TenZ with good aim. So that does become a bit of a problem. Yeah, there it is. TenZ with 3, but the theory was right. That's the nice element of having that camera on A short. It means that you don't have to be worried about anyone pushing up, so they're going to work this out. But how do you get past dapr here with this op? That I don't know if they've got any utility to do it. A little bit of a shoulder peek, a little bit of a jiggle peek, and it's done it. Mitch is there. He takes down dapr, and suddenly the site's open.
It was Mitch with the jiggle, it was Mitch with the punish. Nice work here as they go in dry. With Relyks now behind the defenders, they are so nervous. You can see they're just going to try and back away, potentially save these weapons. Slow smokes going out, blocking off the window as they're starting to work their way down to C long. And this is going to be sick, holding it with zombs once again.
Smoke's down.
Zombs feeling out the pressure here. Puts the smoke down towards middle. Now, probably gonna be a little bit worried. They're up on the site. That was a beautiful blind coming out from the Omen. Spike gonna be planted, and suddenly this defensive side is pretty cut off. Now, they're going in individually. I'm a little worried they're not waiting on those rotations, but maybe feeling they can make it count while they can, while the players are close by, but it's not worked out. It's trading effectively for the attacking team.
3 attackers left. None of them playing tight on the spike. They've all dropped back. Forcing movement here out of ShahZaM, and he is going to get peeked by Vice as he is going to make it now just 1 player left. dapr, can he work the miracle? I'd expect him to save the op, but they're going to be coming hunting for him.
And it looks like we could see a bit of fun over towards A long at the start, playing in Phoenix early. They aren't going to cross through towards short, but sinatraa is going to be close by this time.
Shinobi trying to get the information, and now sinatraa is making the noise. Saw the tip of the gun, and he's going to punish Vice. Able to get some help from ShahZaM just in time. The duo doing work at long, and zombs is going to cut down TenZ. It's just the 2 attackers left, but Mitch, he's been on fire.
Mitch
There are
playing.
2 more for him.
My God, that was good. That flank just kept it safe. That just flying up short. They need to get the spike towards site, and they've done just that. Switching over to Mitch, and now suddenly Relyks is on patrol. Gonna try and keep Sick humble. Might buy him some time on the rear. Just no! Overly confident that it was gonna work out to blind Sick, and he's had none of that. Gonna get them back, keep the economy strong, keep their players up. And again, time for the defuse to come in.
He has been slowed down, and that's a bit uncharacteristic of the young man. Let's see what he's going to do, though, as we have a triple stack down long. They go for the instant peek as ShahZaM is going to see TenZ in the air. Now, instant punish. The resurrection is going to come out, but what a start here from ShahZaM. Great read.
Just got outplayed, didn't you, a little bit there? Now, they have noted both players, so this is a bit worrying now. This commitment towards A-Long is pretty isolated. TenZ is going to find ShahZaM. sinatraa is very much on his own. He's going to try and buy as much time as he can. He's trying to survive, and he's done so well to do just that. Takes down TenZ from the grave, and this should allow time for rotations, but it's just zombs here.
Just zombs, and he doesn't use the maul. He didn't want to pull it out. Thought they could be coming up faster, and instead he is going to be found in the body. Great shots coming through by shinobi. So both players trying to watch each other's back. Down goes dapr. Sick is going to be found as well. Good crossfire from Vice and Mitch. With the orb being taken, being baited out. That paranoia hit them both. Great wall going up. That is going to save them, at least for now. Relyks gets the high ground, though, and Sick is going to fall over to the other side of the wall. He's got support. TenZ trying to hit the crack shot. And a rare miss with the Jet ultimate, but TenZ pulls out the big boy toy, and that sniper is going to be good. Already 2 defenders down, and this is going to be tough for the Sentinels. They're on the retake, but their positions have just been given up to the Cypher ultimate.
Nice site execution. You can see all the smokes up, trying to clear out the corners safely. Spike now planted. Let's look at those post plants, but look at that Sage. Look who's lurking towards B. That's going to be a big factor. It's going to keep these players busy, and it's Mitch this time towards zombs. Beautifully handled. I love seeing a little bit of a lurk coming in, especially with favorable numbers. Why not try it?
Only a stinger, so not the best weapon to try and save for the next round. As ShahZaM looks for exits, able to get his second of the round. Shinobi? Well,
The B's being taken as we speak.
yeah, ShahZaM's going to be on a nice flank, though, and if TenZ is looking forward, he could be the first one to fall. Relyks is on the other side of the wall. zombs is actually going to hold true with the ghost as he gets the first pick on Mitch. That is going to delay the spike plant, and the spike is having to rotate out. ShahZaM on the flank doing huge damage as he finds his third, looking for a fourth. Shinobi able to answer back with 1, but the damage was already done. dapr cleans it up, and that is a huge eco round.
And this is a perfect read on the rotations. This heavy stack towards A from the defensive team is going to be completely countered by this great hit towards C. It does mean you're going to be instantly in a retake, and you've got to know that if you're on the defense. So they need to take this clean, and when they play these retakes, do not go 1 by 1. Let's get those nice trades coming back in.
TenZ is going to try and hold the door as everyone is rotating through the defender spawn. sinatraa leading the charge, caught with a curveball in hand, but he's traded out as Sick is able to pick up the kill. Now ShahZaM trying to work magic, but the brimstone late smokes coming into play.
holding it. I'm pretty sure they're still on this one. ShahZaM's gonna re-smoke it. Double dips on it. He's still going, and he's still got it. Nicely done from ShahZaM. Pros just simply don't fake, Mitch.
That's where they got punished last time. ShahZaM was able to loop around through when they tried to go for the B plant. This time, TenZ going up and above, but zombs was playing way deep. Is going to use his ultimate, the orbital strike. Going to force everyone out. Stops the plant attempt.
A spike. Oh, he just cancels it. Nice work from sinatraa to push in on that timing. Loses out to Vice in the end, but the spike now down. It's going to be on the attacking side to try and make it back up. But Vice is being just a real threat here, and ShahZaM. Can you go big again? This time a little bit trickier, but with that spike being where it is, there's a chance for a bit of play here.
Great timing by Vice. As soon as dapr goes to throw the ult, the peek comes in and makes this a 1v2. Operator inside a bubble on B site, pinched between two players. Good luck, ShahZaM. That's going to be the half. 8-4, Cloud9. Where's it, Sentinels? You can totally flip the script and win 3 in a row off of some big plays. sinatraa has been pure with the frenzy and the pistol rounds. This time, though, a great paranoid comes in as it's Relyks and Shinobi holding down C. Relyks still surviving, finds another one on zombs, and once again, it is now a 1v4 for the Sentinels. This time, it's dapr.
The round might be a little bit too far away, as look where that spike is. They can just sit in this crossfire. They shouldn't let him get an individual 1v1. They don't. They're ready on the swing. But when they feel that pressure, TenZ could definitely become a big element here.
Cage triggered.
And here comes the push-up long. Cage is up at the perfect time. TenZ is going to be flashed out of position, but comes running in. Will be found with a headshot as kills going back and forth. It's 2 down from each side. Spike still not planted. ShahZaM has it in hands as the Sentinels are going to be backing away. ShahZaM, half health.
See if any utility throws him off. So far, so good. He can hold this. He can commit. You can see they're lining up, and here we go. First is good. Is there going to be a second peek from him? That's a bit bold. A little bit too bold for me. And oh, it suddenly opened up an avenue in which this retake is looking worse. But dapr, oh, he's good for one, but not the second. Mitch is there. And it's all gone terribly wrong for the Sentinels. An over-peek potentially from ShahZaM. Did you need to re-peek it? I don't think you should have done. You maybe had to bank on your teammates to help you out.
And try and play this fast and at short range. Here comes sinatraa flying through.
They're having none of it. They've got him red every day of the week. He has had no success, and on the other side, the other player, his counterpart, his counterpiece is TenZ. And count to 3, the man's racking up the bodies. They're going to go, okay, we still have to keep some presence on A. They could rotate, and it's pulled 2 players away. So it's on to Mitch on the other side, gets contact, falls away. I love this from Mitch. Very safe play.
He's going to get a res
try and
here.
make a one-man thing. He's going to fall away. He can now hold the angle, so they're locked on the site. Very smart from Mitch and safe, allowing time for these rotations. Jet's there now. Relyks is there now. It's time to try and play this retake back in. They're doubling up towards CT. This is going to be a tough one to play back through, but that's the beginning. And TenZ, is he going to do it all himself? No, Sick is still trying to hold on.
Sick has a resurrect if he's able to pull it off, but there's 2 players on the sites. He's just going to stick with his guns here. That's a third. Sick makes the 2v4. A round in favor of the Sentinels, finding 4 kills after the plant, and is going to get the op as well.
But we do have TenZ going aggressive again, but this time I think he might have been maybe seen by the camera. I'm not sure if he peeked around, they saw a leg, but they're going to use utility to clear him out. He's going to have to make his mind up here. He tries to stick it out, but no. sinatra's success might spur on the hit, and suddenly A's looking vulnerable, and Vice might be nervous, and I don't blame him. Suddenly here comes the attack. As utility goes up, though, they're trying to slow down this progression. But you do have Cypher working out. Okay, A is clear to my assumption. We got to kind of focus on where we just heard that res. It might be a safer bet to put Omen towards window room or the back of it. So Relyks, being that Omen, going to sit around here, and here comes the hit. It's going to be towards C. Nice slow from Mitch. He's going to hinder their progress. And again, we're down to 20 seconds here, Puckett. This is going to be late in the day now.
Got to get onto the site. Got to get this plant down, or at least pick up all of the kills. Mitch holding strong as Relyks chimes in with 2 of his own. That is already 3 down. Make it 4, and once again, dapr is going to fall for the second time as Relyks picks up the 4K. And I think they end it here, Warren. Do they?
We're going to find out. It's an all-in piece. TenZ!
Was that a collat to start? I'll take
It's
it.
the double. It's a straight-up double, and you've taken out some of your big hitters straight away. There's no better way to do it, and no better man to be at the helm of it. TenZ can fall away going, I've done my work this round. The rest of you can pick up the pieces. I'm good.
So they are nowhere near bringing back the numbers. This is fully a 3 versus 5 with 50 seconds and a TenZ in your face. He's going to find his third. Get the 8th, TenZ. I'm ready for another highlight clip. Let's put this game away and move forward. Now, the ultimate is still available for zombs. That's the only thing that I can see in their favor. And I'm just going to shut up and watch TenZ for a little bit.
I don't know what zombs does, man. What can you do in these buckets?
Okay. All right. They're giving them the opportunity for the ace. And there it is.
Oh.
TenZ and Cloud9 will tie up this series 1-1 after a fantastic attacking half. They hold it down on defense.
Yeah, Sentinels think they've done the job there by like kind of sussing out B site, getting out some utility from the side of Cloud9, but it's not quite worked out because Cloud9 are all here on A site. They very much are expecting this push.
And the timing of the wall was so clutch, it does not prevent them to move with the molly. The kills are starting to come in fast and furious. sinatraa, he's going to get picked off by shinobi. The in-game leader has himself 3 kills. Last player left alive, it's going to be Sick. Can Sick live up to his name? Looking for another, but he can't quite get the shot off. His teammate is going to stick it. Sick goes through the smoke. He goes through the smoke, but Relyks is right there. And they manage to get this one. I thought that it was looking like Sick might have been able to clutch that one.
It's because he doesn't want to give possibility of this op actually transitioning to the hands of
Correct.
Sentinels. He wants to make sure that whatever happens here, he survives. He either rotates late to help a couple of kills coming from his team, or he just survives as Relyks gets 2. dapr at least will reply, but there's no time, and Mitch is going to be in prime position to get the snipe from Hookah here. This is going to be the round. There it is from Mitch, 3-0 to C9.
There was just a constant debate about, you know, this team, they just need to find like either some coaching or they need to get some kind of management to decide what they're going to do. But now this team seems to be popping on all cylinders. While that's going on though, sinatraa, he's going to try and see if he can get a little aggro on the back with the run it back. It ends up working out for them because they are able to get 1 kill. Now Spike is down. Relyks on the opposite side of this wall.
And the last thing they want to do here is kind of sacrifice their economy and give away weapons if they don't feel like this is doable. Time is ticking away, so they have to go soon. The orbital strike does force 1 out, and that's going to be
beautiful.
As quick as that. zombs gets a 3K.
Shinobi with a defensive Hunter's Fury just to kind of stave them off here. Relyks heard the orb getting picked up and is going to make Sick pay for his hubris. Relyks, look at just the confidence from him as he pushes out. Does do some damage. Shinobi's there to back him up. Some more kills starting to come in, and the defenders once again would hold this one off. Not a lot of utility used to get onto this. Just one of those smokes to give them vision, and Sentinels will manage to get that spike down. Mitch is hanging out by the teleporter and will actually get bodied by ShahZaM in turn. I don't think they will be able to obtain that op, so they'll just have to worry about that for another day. They're going to need to burst out of this one. Hunter's Fury is going to come out. ShahZaM has him lined up. Did actually tag one, looking for an angle on the other side. But while that's going on, you have teammates continuing to clear out some more kills. Sick and dapr are certainly going to be good for advice. Was in a bit of a pickle there. And Sentinels will get themselves their 2nd round win. TenZ is going to get called out. There goes the showstopper. Things go boom. Doesn't connect for it, though. He's going to back them away. On the other side of the site, though, Spike is going to get placed down courtesy of that wall that will be protecting TenZ inside of the cubby. dapr's going to be on the opposite side, and there was just a little too much for TenZ to worry about there. So now that this wall is going to go down, this is where sinatraa can actually go a little crazy. Locates 1, tries to get the 2nd, but Relyks is going to be up on heaven to try and protect himself there.
Right here.
These players are going to be dangerously weak, Askin.
He got some big damage done there. He does have orbital strike as well. Opts not to go for showers. Instead, he sends it towards Lance, but here comes Shinobi now. He has prime position. And there is going to be a very weak player in Lance. He gets the tags. Now he just needs to hold this.
Oh, winnable, winnable, winnable. Oh, my word. Shinobi. I mean, dapr had just 3 HP, man.
We'll see whether this op can make a little bit of a difference in the early stages. But it sounded like it was a whiffed shot, and TenZ is caught, unfortunately, in the orbital strike of zombs. And that's not how they wanted to start.
Microwave TenZ served up for dinner. That is unfortunate. But Vice is going to try and even the odds here. sinatraa connection on device as he went back for the peek again. Shinobi going to be way back in sight. Will be good for the kill against ShahZaM. sinatraa, while that was going on, actually pushed forward. Relyks is there to back his buddy up, and he is actually going to get out of there, Shinobi, because he was a little weak. And then Mitch from heaven with another shot, and he backs away because he was weak, but also wanted to use that Hunter's Fury.
Now they've got all the info that Sick is going to be on site, and Sick has to go Sick here if he's going to be able to win this round. It's a 1 versus 2 at the moment because Old Sova went for the big old flankaroonie. We'll get the first. Nice little headshot onto Relyks. Now he knows that there's one player in heaven. We'll be able to heal himself up. Can have a little look. He is going to look towards short here as well. He gets the second, and this could be the third. He does go for the spray down. Now will we see the possible clutch here from Sick?
Sick is going to be dancing around the truck here. Mitch is going to be creeping around the corner cold with this op, and the connection's not there, and Sick clutches it after the plant. Oh, you let him know. Let him know. Oh, my. Sent back with the run it back. They are safe, though, onto the site. dapr will be getting this down. Orbital strike's now going to come down here, but Sinatraa around the corner. Relyks does get the kill. Spike is planted. Mission is done. Sick brings dapr back into the fold here, but it's going to be short-lived because Relyks is there for 2. Mitch picks him up.
You will not kill my ally.
And now we're starting to see here as a half is looking, well, mighty fine for Sentinels, given how it started. But I think Cloud9, they're going to be more than okay with the 6-6. Mitch is going to fall down to that one. Not sure around this corner. Look at that flash off there, Relyks. He was just caught off guard. Sinatra's waiting for the support on Heaven, which 2 players are going to be there to back him up. TenZ, though, isn't going to give him the time to be able to settle. And while that goes down, dapr does get the final 2 kill along with Sick. And that's basically going to do it there. So they will be able to go up in this series. They're freely going to be able to put this spike down. They waited. They got to look over at B. Tons of value, a kill, some utility.
He does have post-plant mollies up his sleeve. We don't see loads of them. We haven't seen loads of them during this tournament, but he certainly has been popping them off. Not every single round they plant because, of course, it's stupid. You don't want to just let your team die. But if he can get off-site, they're going to have to be a little bit more patient.
Credit there to zombs, man. He did that play yet again, and it worked out. But the difference here is that he had dapr to help him. Last player, it's going to be shinobi and zombs. A bulldog and a dream will get the job done. Expect, though, the res actually coming through, and then they will be playing for this retake potentially. TenZ is going to hang out still. Be short. Committed to this. He's waiting for the res. He's waiting for the res. They're playing this one out. Oh, man, I actually think that was pretty clever. Waiting for the res, because at that point, right, you might as well take advantage and use it. Site's going to be wide open. So they got the knowledge that the Cypher was there, the Sage was there. Go ahead, put this spike down. They're going to have to retake this one from defender's side.
Also early on in the round, but here comes Sick straight onto the site, gets one onto Mitch, bursts straight through the cyber cage to try and find a second, but he doesn't. Relyks and shinobi will clean things up, leaving just the lone ShahZaM on his own, and this is going to be a save, I'm sure.
But they invested. He doesn't have a lot of options, unfortunately, for him, but he's going to have to fly over this one. Rockets down, boom, does get the kill, but his teammates, they just get shredded like Swiss cheese inside of the showers. Relyks, though, he's going to be good for 1, does come out, and this spike now should be able to go down here. Oh, no.
Careful now.
He's burning him. He's burning him. He burns him. Sinatraa gets cooked, Relyks. But now it's the 2 aces here. Sinatraa versus TenZ, but TenZ comes out on top. Ties it up 9-9.
And taking down TenZ that could be so important for this round. But there's still an idea of heading towards A here. And the res is possible as well, mind. Here comes Orbital Strike, which might just be the perfect distraction. You can see, yeah, there is the res, but there's the opposition Orbital Strike. You don't see it on camera, but in the minimap it was there. Shinobi goes onto site to take down Sick, but the res does not count for anything. Straight away, the Orbital Strike shuts it down.
Oh boy, I did not see that one coming. Vice stuffed by zombs. Zombs still hugging this wall. Shinobi's going to push up with all the confidence in the world. This was such a critical round for them. Only player left alive is Mitch. Zombs 3 kills that round, no problem. The critical round for Cloud9. They come out on top. 10-10 is the score. Pushing back a bit. The recon as well. TenZ, a rare situation. Misses the shot, misses another one as well. And that was his target too. Had he gotten that kill, he wouldn't have killed shinobi, and then they would have some shower presence. Sinatra's going to be lurking in the smoke like a creeper, but Mitch stops that one right in its tracks. A short wall is up now. Spike is down. Zombs has just been on fire thus far, and to think that he was on the sights of TenZ. TenZ does find the target and said it's going to be Sick who goes down. There goes TenZ, and he finally will do the job against Zombs. One player left alive. It's dapr. He's clutched out these a few times. These players are going to be very weak. Sage, super weak, but it's Mitch. Mitch, ladies and gentlemen, 4 kills. Finally paid off.
There they are.
Sinatraa now run it back state. They're all going to teleport forward. They teleport back over to the A site. They're going to go right over to their buddy. That's going to leave Zombs here to be the LMS to hold this thing down. He needs his teammates to get there soon. Has to stay alive as well. Playing the cubby right by A lamps. Spike is down now. The retake begins. ShahZaM gets that first pick. It's going to bring things up to 4-4. ShahZaM is also going to be dangerously low as well. TenZ nails the shot. Shinobi. Oh no, Shinobi has to be careful not to take this over to his teammates. And ShahZaM gets another kill. 2 players left alive. 6 around the corner. Shinobi goes down. It's just down to Relyks, and Relyks can't do it. A tied game. Relyks cannot do it. 4 kills for ShahZaM. He was a superhero at the end of that one.
The tracking dot will be removed, so a little bit of information has been had here on short. But what a nade that is. dapr has to push because of it. TenZ gets the frag, and he gets a second. But there are trades from Sick and Zombs, so it's a 3 versus 3 now, GB.
TenZ gonna hold the angle here, and he hits the shot. Orbital strike is down. He tries to fly away from there and will manage to do so with 77 HP. The spike, luckily, was actually going to be further away from them. TenZ has managed to obtain it.
And he gets Showstopper.
He has Showstopper, man. This is huge. Ooh, oh, he doesn't have a blast pack. He doesn't have a blast pack. He's gonna have to shoot through it. He's hopping around. Just jump in here. Relyks is holding this angle. Oh, but ShahZaM connects. Only player left alive is TenZ, and he just has an op, 77 HP. They know exactly where he's going to be here as well. Shock Dart is out, but TenZ, if he holds this angle, but Zombs is there and connects it. Oh boy, we got ourselves a bit of a nail biter here, Gaskin, as Sentinels will get match point. Can Cloud9 respond?
A couple of jump peeks just to try and gain information to see if ShahZaM is going to be offing here, but they've got enough info now as all the utility is going to be spammed from Sova, but
dapr
he
gets
spots out 2, but dapr gets 2 openers of his own, and now this could be the end is nigh. sinatraa is there to get a 3rd, and surely Sentinels win from this point. At least Vice has done something, but he's in a 1 versus 4 GB, and I don't think this is going to go well.
Yeah, as I heard in an old Halo match all these years ago, push because you can't lose. That's basically where it's at right now, and they do it just like that. Sick gets the final kill, and Sentinels pick up the win here in game number 3. But what a match it was, a nail biter till the end.
Put towards B, but now it is going to be the push from middle up to A. They're going to go up vents here, but they're going to be walking straight into sinatraa, who has boombots, he has flashbacks, and he's done so much damage. He's ripping through them right now. He gets a 3K, and that is definitely not where you wanted to go. You did not want to head into a raise there with all of a utility. They can push onto this site now pretty comfortably, but they have to get rid of Cypher traps and actually get rid of a Cypher too. dapr is there alongside Sick, and it is just cleanup crew at this point. Here comes TenZ, who does have a chance to try and salvage this round. He does get the opener, but there's going to be players coming from behind, and he's going to be stuck on site on his own, and he's not going to be able to do a 1 versus 5. That round, we are taking it from you, and we're forcefully positioning ourselves to make it so difficult for you to be able to rotate if you have gone for a default.
Oh no. ShahZaM, he does the magic the only way ShahZaM can. Goes right over with the updraft, and just a basic but beautiful kill there. Vice unaware of what was going on, just like the way the sinatraa might actually catch a few here. Does get the intel, backs away, doesn't invest anything into it. Let the boombai go ahead and handle that, and let them go ahead and shoot that instead. Finally, they're going to get onto the site. Shinobi and Relyks get themselves 2 kills, but Relyks looks away, and Sick is going to get that kill instead. 1 player, it's Mitch. Only 1 left alive. A classic and no hope to get that spike down. It has to happen. Oh,
okay.
Viper's pit from back here. So from where the origin of the Viper pit is going to go, it will pass through the wall, I believe. Yes, it's enough. It's enough for him to get through it. Oh, but Shinobi's actually going to run in. Wait a minute, no, zombs is there. Zombs is there. Zombs is there. Zombs gets 2. Oh, man, that is just a heartbreaker. He pokes out right at the nick of time, and it was a smart play with that Viper's pit. Can be a bit of a nuisance for this team to deal with. Zombs waiting in the wings, right at the edge, spikes down. Drop down job is done. TenZ gets 3 kills.
This is clever. 2 versus 2, and Cloud9 need this round, but Showstopper is popped here, GB, and he's gonna get a kill with it. That's gonna be the 3rd, and TenZ can't manage to do anything from that defender's doorway. Sentinels with an 8-0 lead here.
Relyks has no blast packs to work with. Sinatraa does back away right at that exact moment, and that is going to give Vice the ability to go in and get that kill. Sight will be taken over here, but Sick could play spoiler. Doesn't end up happening. Shinobi lands the shots with the ghost. One player's going to be outside, and they need these wins. Gaskin, this is it.
Headshot.
This is it indeed. I mean, I said it would have to be a mistake from Sentinels and maybe just allowing that one player onto site.
Yeah, they need to get away with these guns. There's no reason for them to try and go on the hunt. So, a thrifty round win, but it came 8 rounds later. Okay, well, here comes the execute. zombs doesn't get the kill, and now the neural theft is out, so they'll win out A site. Huge win for them here. TenZ. Oh, man. He looked away at like the worst moment, just seconds, milliseconds, and he might have been able to get one more kill there. dapr pushing right through this ramp, doing his due diligence and checking those corners. Vice is suspicious that one more could be there as well. The shots are being sent out. It's Sick, the last player standing inside of the dark cover. He just decides to send some bullets. It will work out, but it's just getting so close. They're going to back out of this one. Good try, Sick.
And ever since, they weren't able to build up an economy, but now they're finally getting economy together, and you can really see how the op can make a difference on the side of Cloud9.
Just got to check this corner. So TenZ with the kill. Watch out for those grenades. They go down. Sick has the angle, though. Mitch is there again for another one. He's been good for this the entire time. He has to play around TenZ here. That player was going to be hanging out right by that wall. Doesn't end up working out for them. And hey, Cloud9 gets 3 in a row. Viper's Pit would be great to lock down the site.
Yeah, but maybe he's going to go for the Viper's Pit on A here. Go for the bait. Like, try and make them think they're doing that play again. Oh, no.
The plan is all, it's done. It's done. They know exactly where they're going to be just because Sick held that angle, and he Viper's Pit over by the A site to go for that play again. Now, the confusion actually settles in here because they don't know that the Viper's Pit could be out, so they are going to go back. Instead, they hard commit onto the B site, which they will do so because they have no time remaining. Wall is down. Sinatraa has to get these kills here, just has a Spectre. ShahZaM, though, don't forget, has the Blade Storm. Mitch, nice shot there. Will connect for another, but the paranoia is going to be too much for him to handle. Last player is now going to be TenZ here, looking to hold this round down for his team, but it doesn't happen. 9-3 in the half, but it could have been a lot worse for Cloud9.
This is going to be a make or break round, and then we're going to see one of the important one-ways that are available from Viper. And TenZ has to go big here because there are 5 players walking towards him at B.
They're already going onto the site. The difference is that you can't do this against TenZ. He will get himself at least 1 or 2, and he does just that. zombs is the last player left alive. The plan fell apart, but perhaps zombs could bring it back from the brink of defeat. Shots are going out. zombs ain't gonna happen. He has a bulldog. It might be enough. Vice can actually slow this thing down.
They found my wire.
They're gonna slow this thing down. Vice just has to do some work here just to get at least 1 or 2 kills. Site's gonna be wide open, and he gets through this. They have no idea that he's behind them. Gets 1 kill. Paranoia is out. That guy can't see anything. But so can't Shinobi because of that talk screen was there at the worst place. But TenZ good for the kill. zombs now. No, it's Cloud9. But I don't think they will because the strategy so far has just been play back, let them make the mistake. Well, Vice did go and challenge, and he is going to pay for his life. Relyks going back to a familiar position. There goes the blast pack. Will do some damage, though, but it's not going to be enough to get the kill. Now Sinatra's in the best possible spot. He hasn't moved at all. He's perfectly fine exactly where he's going to be. In case people want to get a little gully inside of heaven, he will be there to receive them with glee.
You will not kill my ally.
zombs kills Vice instantly as soon as he's going to be brought back. TenZ onto the site. No kills for him. Only one player left alive, and it's Shinobi. Perhaps their luck could be changing here, but you got a lot of weak members of Sentinels still looking to hold this thing down, or at least one weak member that's going to be located right next to the spike. Shinobi has been peaked, and finally Sentinels is far too committed on that. They're still hanging out on A site though. There goes the push. Relyks from downtown.
You will not kill my ally.
Trying to get him back for another. Sick gets the res off on ShahZaM and also gets the follow-up kill. That's going to be 2 kills here. Sinatraa all the way back toward A screens. 8 HP. And Gaskin, now this is where I start to get a little concerned for Cloud9. Further stall with the Viper's Pit. Potentially he's going to be sent over toward heaven, so now they really don't have a choice when they get up on there. Mitch is going to be banged up, bloodied and bruised. Will be able to get out of dodge with that one, but his teammate died around him. TenZ working around inside, and ShahZaM! What a kill from ShahZaM! Mitch with 22 HP. He's surrounded by so many players. This is one of the most important rounds, but Relyks gets shut down. ShahZaM, what a kill for him! It's now just Shinobi. Last player left alive, and that is going to be match point, series point, and tournament point.
Their money is not great.
And maybe you're going to try and get aggressive, but so is Shinobi! Shinobi with 2 kills! Hey, if someone needs to make a play, it better be the IGL in that instance. ShahZaM's going to charge all the way up here.
Back over there. Does have the ultimate available, but Vice outs him with the Bulldog. A huge kill to keep this round and this map alive for Cloud9. Mitch will get one of his own. Sick does trade, but he is the last remaining player in a 1 versus 3.
B site's going to be open, and TenZ will meet him. Oh boy, this actually changes things up quite a bit. Sick with this kill, now the wall's down. He can get this spike off. A 1v2, but no armor. So doesn't have the cushion of the 50 HP that would be remaining. And also nowhere for him to be able to res his teammates so that they can put an exclamation mark at the end of this competition. But how amazing would it be if Sick manages to clutch up a 1v2 here when all hope appeared to be lost, and it was Sick, the battle sage, to win this one out. Player's going to be located on the site. Sick now in a 1v1. Oh no! And Sick, I cannot believe it. Sick gets it, and your champions of Pax Arena are Sentinels.
Every time I thought that Cloud9 might have just about survived, someone from Sentinels stepped up. And that is why they're your champions, because time and time again, we had clutch moments. We had so much ability shown from this squad.